The evolution of businesses is a fascinating study. Some businesses evolve, other businesses don't evolve. Let's use the example of farm retailing to look at that evolving process. We start off with selling stuff. Selling stuff means we have a farm gate and we sell stuff. We sell products. That is the role of starting off on the first point of the evolution. And of course, some businesses stay there. They don't evolve. Some businesses evolve because they see the opportunity. So they then become a retail outlet on the farm. So then we get what's called the retailer. And of course, retailers will look at how to merchandise properly, how to product place properly, how to develop a signage system, a customer flow. So they become retailers and learn the skills of a retailer. As a result, their average sale goes up. And again, some businesses evolve from there, others stay at the retailer level. Then those that evolve go on to what's called being an experienced retailer. This is where they aim to make sure the customer gets immersed in the brand and immersed in the shopping experience. For example, they're putting tasting stations, they're putting cooking classes, they're putting workshops, they'll have a food diary and provide ideas on menus. So experienced retailers take it to the next level. Now again, some retailers will stop at that location. Others will develop again. So at the top of the pyramid of all this is what's called Onliness. This is the retailer that is unique in their marketplace. No one else does what they do. So then you become the only person doing what you do. And this applies into any retail operation. So think of the pyramid. There's only room for one business at the top. And of course, we should be, if we are evolving, aiming up the pyramid. Now, what does this mean in an economy such as today? What will happen is that the farm gate will find it very, very difficult to develop their market because they're developing, in my opinion, at the wrong time in the evolution of the economy. The same will apply for the retailer. And you'll find many shops will just close down because they're looking at the high costs of doing business while their average sale per customer isn't growing. Then you've got the experienced retailers. And most of those will be able to build on their business because they're immersing the customer in their values and their brand. The one business that really is going to succeed is the one that is unique. The Onliness business, the unique business, because they are the only point for the consumer to get that experience, get that product, and immerse themselves in the value of that business. So at this stage in our economic evolution, Onliness businesses are not only going to survive, in my opinion, they're going to grow. So the challenge we've got is how do we develop our businesses in a changing economy into being Onliness businesses? Number one, identify what makes your business unique compared to everybody else in your catchment area that does what you do. Number two, then ask yourself, how can you build on that uniqueness to provide more of it for the consumer? Number three is, how are you going to promote your uniqueness? And of course, advertising the fact is not going to promote it because the customer has got to believe in the uniqueness. So a lot of that marketing is going to be done by your consumers and your visitors, not by yourself. So this is the time, and this is the right time to identify what makes you unique. How do you expand that uniqueness? And how do you market that uniqueness? because consumers will only go for the one that is different to everybody else.